what we see is that we have been forgotten by the public authorities. Very little has been done so far. Petropolis is abandoned. The impression it gives is that it's dead. It's over. And we had life in these places. I cry every day. My biggest feeling is longing, but the second one is revolt. 2022, a city named Petropolis in the state of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, was affected by a lot of rains. It caused about 750 small landslides around the city. 3 neighbors were the most affected. These neighbors were built on top of the hills because they're placed where the land has no owner. This caused poor people to build their house near there, often called barracos, forming favelas. In times of rain, this place ended up having landslides, causing many deaths. In the late afternoon and evening of February 15, 2022, higher than expected rains hit the city of Petropolis in Rio de Janeiro, causing landslides in the neighbors, Vila Felipe, Morro da Oficina, and Sargento Bonin, causing 241 confirmed deaths, 40 of which were under 18 years old. However, even 2 years later, there are still missing people. Only 25 people could be rescued alive, causing loss of $165 million and leaving 4,000 people homeless. The victims were poor people who live in houses resting on the hill. The place had a large population due to the fact that people did not need to pay rent, as the houses were not legalized, so there were no formal electricity and water supply systems. Due to the lack of money, many families remain in the area, even knowing the risks. Most of these people work in nearby factories, which pay very little and do not provide housing assistance for their employees. 2022 was not the first year that this happened. It has happened several times. There are even several stories of people who died in 2022 but had lost relatives in the same type of tragedy a few years earlier. The organization SOS Serra, that in English means SOS Hills, is an organization that was created in Brazil to prevent landslides and teach people how to escape in the situations. This organization was created to help prevent this type of disasters in the city of Petropolis, encouraging people to move out of this house, resting in hills, and teaching these who remain how to escape landslides, what is the first sign of a landslide, and how to get out of a car to enable it, escape routes, and how to help people trapped in rubble. In February 2022, the organization donated money for rent to help people left homeless by the landslides, 200 tons of food and some types of furniture and appliances. Every month, the organization promotes open training for the city population on how to escape from landslides and which government help numbers they should call. Since then, no other major landslides have occurred. 2 people remain missing and are presumed dead. The city continues to be under construction. 165 works were completed and around 40 are in still progress. 3,000 people still receive government assistance to pay rent outside the risky area. But even so, many of the houses continue to be populated, making people take risks every day. That's why we say, enjoy your family members while you can, because death comes in the snap of a finger. She was an only child. You have no idea how her mother is feeling. It's a pain that I know I will carry for the rest of my life. Everything has a beginning, middle, and end. For me, there's no end. It's a cycle that doesn't close. Furthermore, as the date of the tragedy approached, I found myself unable to sleep. All I can think about is where my son is. My son doesn't even have a death certificate. I can't even visit him in the cemetery like I did with my wife and daughter on All Souls Day.